Hello, Donut Tony here. Welcome to another episode of the Football Management Retro Series, and we're well in the 40s of the episodes now. Again, a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed and watched these videos. It's greatly appreciated seeing all the views the people are doing. That must mean to me that you're liking it. Again, please comment on any of the videos, even the past ones, just to maybe of the memories you had playing these games in the 80s or 90s or even now because of the retro scene sort of like taking off again. Uh, the Spectrum was an amazing computer, and now it's in various other disguises like the Spectrum Vega and the Spectrum Plus, stuff like that. But I remember the joy in the early 80s playing on my little Spectrum 48K. I have to admit, I didn't have the rubber keyboard. I actually, when I bought a 48K, it actually had a built-on keyboard because I think the rubber keyboard was not in a good state. My first computer was an Acorn Electron. I went from Acorn Electron to Spectrum, which was quite an unusual way of doing it, I suppose, because both the Electron and the Spectrum roundabout came out at the same time. And but I still got my Electron somewhere, and I still got my Spectrums because I went from the 48K up to a plus 3, the one with the disk drive. Okay, so we're up to another episode, and today we're looking at quite an unusual game called Striker, which has turned into a bit of a cult status, this game now. I think because it's just an unusual way of playing. It's quite unique compared to the other games we've been looking at, because in this game you actually are the striker, you're not the manager. Um, and the way you score goals is quite unusual as well. If you're good at angles and trigonometry and mathematics, you'll probably be very good at this game. So this is one of the few games we see where you're actually just a player, in this case, a striker. I think one of the most famous ones, other than this one, is Football of the Year and Football of the Year 2. Football of the Year 2 will be done in a future episode, by the way. Football of the Year was done quite a while ago. So Striker. Striker was made by Cult Games, of course. Cult Games, who did a lot of these games, mostly budget ones in the late 80s and early 90s. This is 1989, so that fits that criteria. It was done by Adam Parker, William Parker, I'm guessing they're brothers, and Sean McClure. It was available on the Spectrum 48K, Amstrad CPC, and the Commodore 64. Now, again, this is if you're wondering what website I'm always using for these, it's World of Spectrum Computing, very good site, which you can also grab some of the file downloads as well, so you can play your own. You can try this yourself by just clicking on these and then using an emulator, like I'm using Speculator, I think it is. I bought the Speculator computer program, and yeah, it's worth buying for a couple of quid. So this was released twice, 1989, and this is where you see I get all these pictures from and instructions and stuff like that. It's even a pokes file. Wow. But let's see what the reviews were. Now, there wasn't actually magazine reviews for this. Instead, we had some sort of like more current reviews, and you can see on these screens here what the people have said about the game. So it's been successful football as a striker, hence the game's name. It starts when you're 18, it ends when you're 34, so you only get 16 years in this game, 16 seasons. The game includes 4 divisions and then some foreign divisions as well. It's mostly a strategy game, but it's turned into one of the most addictive games of all time in the Spectrum, and it's a lot harder than football. Yeah, this game is difficult, as you will see how awful I am at playing this. But you can see by these 3 reviews done in 2011 to 20, looks like 2016 even, that most of these people love it, which is great to see. It's like Marmite, I suppose. You either love it or hate it, and most people do love it. So most people are comparing it to Football of the Year, which I suppose I can see why they did, because you have to shoot at the goal and the goal goes in or not. But what makes this game pretty tricky is that the goalie is actually very good. But anyway, we'll go to Striker and see what it looks like. So I've already loaded it up, and so you always load save game. As I always do with these reviews, I do not speed the game up unless I have to, because I don't want you guys watching and waiting for the loading screen, which takes what 30 seconds to a minute. So I'll speed up when I need to. So if I'm not speeding up, or if I don't sound speeding up, then we are fine. Enter your surname. So obviously it's going to be Donut. and choose your team. So you only get a selection of 16 teams. All these teams, by the way, are in the, I suppose, Division 4, well, back in 1989. So some famous names there. So some clubs that don't even exist anymore, like Halifax and Hereford, that are different sides now. These were their former sides because Halifax is now AFC Halifax and Hereford is now Hereford United. Not Aldershot. That was Aldershot before they went bankrupted, and now they come back as different Aldershot. But we're going to choose Wrexham. Wrexham's been in the news a lot because of that Netflix program, Ryan Reynolds and the other guy. And I'm going to choose myself as Wrexham and Welsh. Points for the win always comes up because you remember, some of you might not know, in the old days of the Football League, it was 2 points for a win, not 3 points for a win. But now, I think 3 points has been around for a good 40, 50 years. Now we got the famous please wait screen. Now that was quite quick. So you got scorers table, next game, league table, training, agent, fixture list. So you don't see the squad. No squad details on this screen, obviously, because you are a striker. So you're part of the Wrexham team. So let's just have a look at the league table. League tables, as I thought, 16. And then you've got the standard text and font, which a lot of these games use. Like this font looks like it's Football Director 2 type font, and some of the previous cult games. That means I can put in, for instance, instead of Halifax, I could put in Oxford City if I wanted to, or because I'm from Oxford. So if I wanted to, but I'm not going to change any team names. Training. Now this is where you start getting practice in shooting at the goal, which we'll show in a minute. Agent is your agent. This is where if you want to ask him to go on the transfer list or anything like that. Fixture list is obviously the fixture list, and then history of the career is what clubs you've been to and stuff like that, international caps if you get any. And remember, you go up to 34 years old, then you retire. No long retire, mid-30s Ronaldo careers here. You retire at 34 and that's it. Ronaldo probably be going into his 40s at this rate. So we do training. Let's do some training. I'll show you what needs to be done. Right. Basically, you get 3 attempts to shoot at the goal by pressing the S key, and you are in various positions on the screen. The object is to try to get the angle of the ball to go into the goal. It makes sense when you see what's going on. So training, train. I got 4 out of 10 is 5 at the moment. 100% fitness, ready to train. There we go. See that? And you can see the screen's going really quick. Oh, I think the speed is on too quick here. Yes, it's on 6 times speed. That's why this is better. So I actually scored that. So yeah, I thought the game was going a bit too quick there. We were actually 6 times speed. So I scored 1 goal then. So I'm not very good at this, I have to admit. Ooh, I just missed that angle a little bit. That would have gone in. So I think you only get 3 attempts here. So we are back to normal speed now. So the game will appear a little bit slower now. So next game. So we're away to Hartlepool. You've been picked for today's play match. Now, like Football of the Year, you will watch the game. Well, you just see the game tick, and you might get a chance at goal. You might not get a chance at goal. There's a good chance that in any of these games, you might not even get a shot at goal. So the game will become incredibly boring. But let's have a look to see what happens in this one. So the game is ticking. I can't speed this motion up because if I was on 6 times the speed, then I'll only have 6 times. It'll go 6 times faster. Wrexham just scored. We just scored, but it doesn't tell who the score is. Yeah, I have to keep this as normal speed because in training you get, I think, 10 seconds. In an actual chance, you get 2 seconds. So there's a good chance you might see me like what you're doing right now, not even having a shot at goal. We are winning though, so that's good. So we approach half time. We are still 2-1 up. Again, there's minimum sound in this, seems to be in a lot of the football games. But when a chance does happen, there is a little bit of sound. If we do get a chance, that is. Again, this is completely random. There's no skills for either side, so we don't know if Hartlepool are a good side or we are a very good side. We're winning, so at least we've got the edge at the moment. So this is just for you. This is just for you, the striker, and that's it. Which makes the game pretty unusual. Again, that's why I think a lot of people compare this to Football of the Year. Hartlepool have equalised 2-2. So I've got my left hand finger on the S key just in case I get a shot at goal. S is for shooting. Here we go. You only get 2 seconds. Oh, and he saved it. Again, the goal is meant to be incredibly hard, but I should have scored that. At least we've won, I think. So I only got one shot at goal there. So at least we won against Hartlepool 3-2. Only one chance at goal there. So it is completely random. And obviously, if you miss all the time, you will be dropped. So this game can be the tendency, I think, and we've had a previous game where you've been dropped and you can't get back into the team, and that's it. That's the game. You can't get back into the team, so you might as well start again. Yeah, I think we had that in a previous game, just thinking about it. There's Football of the Year and another one that was just like that, where you were the striker. So this is normal speed. I might speed things up in a minute. But it looks like there's 4 divisions, and it's English Division 4s, which means there could be various different countries. So you could actually play abroad in this game. So each division's got 16 teams. There we go. You are not playing badly, but not great either. A little more effort, and to win wouldn't hurt. And will to win wouldn't hurt. Okay, there's the manager's report. So that's a nice little touch. The manager gives you sort of like a one-to-one chat, even if it is very brief. So let's go back to training. So again, there's not much in this, but I can see why people find it addictive. There's only certain screens you go through. So we're going to go and train this one. See if I'm a little bit better. So you get a lot more time to think where the angles are going to be here. So this is why I'm talking about angles. No, got that completely wrong. I think you need a lot of practice. That's why it's good you can train. Okay, this is slightly tricky. It's not easy. This is not easy. I'm sure someone was going to show me a screenshot of them doing it very easily. At least I got that one on target. Does that mean my form's going to drop down to 3 because I've missed all of them? No, still at 4. Right, next game then. So we're home to Scunthorpe. You've been picked for today's game. So let's hope I get more than one shot this time. If I'm going to score, that's going to be a complete roll. Straight away, 5 minutes in. Hey! Nice bit of we scored. Nice bit of sound effect there. That'll please the manager. First goal for Wrexham. My first goal for Wrexham. I suppose if you do really well and you got up the leagues, you can get picked for the international side, but then I think the time it takes to shoot on goal goes down, so it gets harder and harder. So if you can't do very well at this level, Division 4, then I hate to think what Division 1's like. Again, in Football of the Year, it's exactly the same. The higher level you go up, the more harder it is for you to score goals. But of course, in Football of the Year, you use the cards. You pick the cards for how many chances you can have in each game. Here, you've got no cards. It's just completely random. 1-0 up at Scunthorpe. I was the goal scorer. Donut scores his first goal. Will we get another chance? We'll see. Will Scunthorpe equalise? We'll see. We're just waiting. Oh, here we go. We're through with a chance. Is it? Ooh. The game has just stopped. This sometimes happens. Oh no, here we go. We're fine. The game actually just stopped for a little while there. 2 goals. I'm on a roll. was doing hopeless at training and I scored 2 goals today. That's not too bad. Can't complain there. So I went to training, missed all the chances. The manager decided to pick me, and I scored 2 goals. Will I get a chance for a hat trick? Will I get another chance? Near the end of the game, but at least my goals are gonna. Looks like we've got a victory here. And yeah, there's a nice little sound effect of goal there, so that's good. Bit of anticlimax if that didn't happen. So my 2 goals actually gave us the win. That's good. Managers should be pleased with that. Now we're gonna just quickly go through this please wait screen because that does take a while. So the game generally on normal speed is fine, but this is where it takes a little bit longer. So what is it going to say? I'm quite pleased with your performance right now. Put in a bit more work and you're saying into your work something though, and you will really start banging the goals in. That's good. So we'll look at the scorers table. Beardsley. Beardsley doesn't play for Peterborough. These are just standard names. At least they're different type of names. You've got Francis, West, McCoist, Archibald. Quite a few Scottish names there actually. McGee, like McCoist, Archibald, McGee, Fleck, Hartford are all former Scottish players and Scottish internationals. Stewart could be a Scottish player, but couldn't even be Marcus Stewart. He used to play for Bristol Rovers back in the 80s and 90s. But yeah, 2 goals. That's good. So agent, in the agent screen, you current contract. So if we click 1 for current contract, what is our current contract? 2 years. So I can request a transfer. That's probably when I'm not picked for the side. Transfer news. Cambridge have informed me that they are sending scouts to monitor your performance with a view of making an offer. Cambridge? Cambridge in the same division as us, I think. League table. Let's look at the league table. Yeah, they are. They're in the same division. Okay. So we go back to training. And train again. Yep, my morale's gone up from 4 to 6. Because I don't know how I scored 2 goals, but I scored 2 goals. Training I normally suck at though. See? Yeah, I can see why people like this. It's definitely different. Hold on a second. Oh, come on. There must be chances when sometimes the goalie makes a whoopsie and lets the ball go through. But no. And that won't go in. Okay, I need the chances to be me right next to the goalie. Yeah, as always, it looks like I'm not very good at training. So history of career, let's look at it now with a couple of games played. Oh no, there's nothing in it. So previous clubs. You can look at previous clubs. Now there shouldn't be any previous clubs. There you go. Wrexham, 2-2. Next game then. Away to Colchester. Play match. Again, this is all normal speed. Now, the last game we had a chance after 5 minutes. That's gone now. Oh, no. Yeah, we did have. They had a chance after 5 minutes. But are we going to get another chance, I wonder? You've taken injured. No! Oh, that's not good. If that's the case, I'm going to quickly go for this match. There's no point in us watching it now because I'm not even in there anymore. How long am I injured for, I wonder? And we're losing now. Oh no, we're drawing. There we go. We'll skim through these results, keep the speed as it is at the moment. and then I'll get the speed back to normal. Oh, I'm not even in it. The manager didn't even talk to me because I was injured. Now, can I train? You cannot train this week. Your fitness is below 50%. You must rest. Oh. So let's go next game. Next game, which we're not in. You have not been picked, I know. So let's go through this game very quickly because I'm not going to wait. Crew are winning, oh God. 4-0 up. Jeez, they need me. So we really lost that game. So I will put the speed back to normal. Am I at 50%, I wonder? 50%, I can train now. Morale, team morale average. So I missed 2 games due to injury. I'm only at 50%, so highly unlikely I will not be picked for this game, even though I've just scored a good goal there. Seems to be the longer ones I'm not so good at. Ah, I thought that went in. I can see why people like this game though. Oh, that's a difficult one. Oh, I scored it. Hey, good for me. So, yeah, I'll start thinking about overall about this game. I see why people like it, and also I see why people don't like it. It's definitely different. Let's see what happens here. Hereford, who are on the Welsh border, you have not been picked. Yeah, because I'm not fully fit. That makes sense. So what we do is we increase the speed. It's definitely a unique game to play, and it's definitely recommended. Oh God, we're doing badly again. Oh yeah, I haven't been playing in 2 games, and we've lost 3-0 on both games. So I think that's probably we're going to go tumbling down the table now. Let's have a look at the league table. Yeah, we're 10th. So and put the speed back up to normal. Yeah, I think this game is definitely recommended for you to have a go because it's just unique, and I can see why people really enjoy it. I'm at 60% fitness now, so at least I can show you the training bits, even though I can't get in the game because of my injury. Yeah, goal. I'm starting to get used to where to put the ball now. But you can see what by the angles. You can see what I mean by trigonometry. You know, cosine, sines, and all that. You have to get the angles right. Oh, oh, in that case, totally wrong. But okay, this is going to be. Oh no, yes, I still need to learn a lot about this game, but it's definitely worth looking into it. If you see this game on your Eliminator emulator, and you're a football fan, then I would definitely give this a go. You have not been picked. Ah, we're not in the cup. Chester, it's an all near enough. It's like a Welsh derby game. Chester just on the border of England and Wales. But we're not in the cup game, so we're going to let's let's try and wait until we actually picked for another game, which might take a while at this rate. This is the cup game. Hey, Wrexham are winning. Well done, Wrexham. Yay, we're through to the next round of the cup. Yay! To play Gillingham. Okay. So straight away you get the club who you're playing against next. Are we back to the normal standard? Yeah, we are. Training again. What are we up to now? 70%. We're getting there. At least the form level doesn't drop because you are starting to train. That's a goal. I'm very hit and miss in this. I think further back he is, the player is, and even these ones are quite tricky. Oh, actually, that's not too bad for me. And yeah, there's a little bit of sound in here, so it's nice to hear a bit of sound, even though, again, for most computer games, most of these soccer games, it's not a lot. Nah, that just missed. I've got the angle slightly wrong there. Come on, boss. Are you going to pick me for the next game or not? Wrexham. You've been picked. Yay, we're back in, everyone. So even at 75% fitness, he the manager picked me back into the side. But are we going to get a chance? Again, I do not know. We'll see what happens. Well, Wrexham were winning 2-0, even without my goals, so that's good. I think I have had been playing games like this when you've had no chances whatsoever. Oh, I have to say that we're getting a chance. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Down to 3. No, got that completely wrong. That one was a little bit tricky. Tried to give myself time there and no, didn't work. Preston 1, Wrexham 2. Preston, who are nowadays in the Championship, or Division 2, as it would have been then. Are we going to get another chance? I do not know. It's a lot of waiting in this game. So yeah, overall, I would give this game a chance if you've never played, because it's quite unique again. I'll definitely give it a chance. And yeah, let me know if you do get the chance to play Striker, if you like it or not. Again, make a comment to this video, so I do appreciate it. And I do comment back as soon as I can. The channel is slowly gaining popularity, which is really good, really nice to see. And I hope that continues. Right, let's just forward this. There we go. Make it back to normal speed. And so it's quite pleased with your performance. Put a bit more into your, I don't know what that is. Game. That's it, it's a G. Into your game though, and you'll really start banging the goals in. So obviously you might get, as the game goes on and on and on, you might get offers from other teams to join their sides, go up the divisions, depending how well you do. Or you could end up being hopeless, a bit like me, and not scoring goals. But anyway, that is the end of Striker. I definitely, again, I would say give it a go, see what you think. And if you have played it before or you've played it in the past, let me know what you think about it. But thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you again for the next episode. Bye bye for now.